What's up, guys? Talon back with another video. Just hopped into some Far Cry 5 here on a Pentium G5600 dual-core coffee lake. It's 4 threads because it is hyper-threaded. So I just wanted to hop in and see how this game runs on a dual-core CPU in 2018. So far, actually, I mean, it's running really well. Kind of impressive. I'll show you the settings. I think I have it 1440p. I think I've got it ultra settings. 1440p, 144 hertz. Everything except motion blur is on the highest available setting preset. 110 on the field of view, and 100% resolution scaling, so it's running at full 1440p. Nothing above or below. And I think with my 8700K, I'm like 100 plus FPS a second normally. So yeah, we're definitely getting a pretty massive hit here from using a dual core CPU with its 4 threads. But surprisingly, this is really playable and smooth. It is a $70 CPU. I do have it slightly overclocked to 3.8 gigahertz. With the B clock overclock, it's as high as you're going to be able to take it because it is a lock CPU. So setting the B clock to 102.6 or 7 will get you about an extra 100 megahertz, which is great. It's not going to make a huge difference in the games. Oh shit. Man, this guy is really strong. That up real fast. Doesn't make a huge difference in the game's playability. Man, I just rescued him. But looks really, really good. So yeah, if you wanted to play this 4K 60 FPS, I think this would be a decent CPU for you. It's definitely playable. I don't think that turning anything down would yield any higher FPS, but you know what? Let's just give it a go real quick, and then we're going to end the video here. I'm kind of on a time crunch with my stuff today that I've got going on. Let's see, what might geometry, vegetation, what about like volumetric fog? Let's turn that to low. Okay. So that, actually, I do think that made a little bit of a difference in FPS. At least a few frames a second. Maybe taking some of the load off the GPU there. Let's just put all of the settings on low. Low settings. Okay. There you go, low settings. We're in the 80s. So it definitely is helping for a very playable now experience, very smooth, and you can see the cores are not fully maxed. They're pretty much maxed out, but they're not fully maxed out anymore. So that definitely helped out quite a bit, actually. And what we could do is we could place additional load now back onto the CPU or the GPU by upping the resolution scaling. So get a better, higher quality image, yet really maintain probably about the same frames per second because now we're just utilizing our GPU. So we'll go ahead and demonstrate that. Let's see here. 85, 87 frames a second here in the woods. Kind of a blurry image. Let's see what normal does. Alright, so normal. You can see it really didn't change the FPS. Alright, these guys drove by good. About 70. You can see it definitely pushed up the CPU maybe a little bit on 70 FPS. Low. Yeah, so it definitely helps by going to low. You're definitely getting a little bit better frames per second. You can feel it. It's a smoother experience. On a 60 Hz monitor, it wouldn't make a difference, but on a 144 Hz monitor, you're definitely able to notice it. So texture filtering is all going to be on the GPU, so we're going to leave that as high as we can. And that should give us a little bit better image. So you can see that gave you a little bit better image, but look, the FPS didn't really change. So now you got a much better looking game, at least as far as the textures go. And it's still running really smoothly on this freaking dual-core CPU, which is crazy. And then let's do one more thing. So we're gonna kick up the resolution scaling. Let's go up to like 1.3. And now we get an even better looking game, and still in the 80s. So you can see a little bit of load on the GPU. CPU not fully maxed out. Still getting a really pretty game. You know, within reason. It's a little muddied looking, a little bit more blurry, but it's definitely getting better. Let's try it a little bit higher. 150% resolution scaling. So now we're pushing, you know, something towards like maybe what you're getting close to 4K, and still getting higher than 60 frames a second, and much better looking game, in my opinion, and it's fluid. You can see the GPU utilization now is up around 96%. So definitely pushing the GPU now. CPU is maxed out at 100% because it's trying its damnedest to keep up with the GPU. It's not obviously going to be able to fully keep up, but we're still getting a greater than 60 FPS gaming experience, and we are in low settings, obviously, but you know, you're higher than 60 frames a second, you're running probably near 4K. $78, $80 frames a second there, down to 60 again. But really, a decent gaming experience all around, getting over 80 frames a second right now. Playing a brand new 2018 AAA title on a dual-core CPU. Perfectly smooth.
I made it. I actually made it.
Really cool. So I'm gonna end the video here, guys. I hope this kind of showed you guys you can play Far Cry on a Coffee Lake dual-core CPU, Pentium CPU. So I do have it paired with a really powerful GPU, but it's definitely playable. So take care.